Hi beautiful souls, it's Tan back here with an astrology moon sign video for you today, and we're doing the Virgo moon. So before you watch this video, I would recommend that you watch my moon sign introduction video first, so you can click on a link up there and in the description box below. So the way I'm going to proceed with this is that first I'll talk about the Virgo moon as an infant, and then we'll go into the Virgo moon's relationship with their mother, and then I'll continue talking about the unconscious ingrained habit patterns of the Virgo moon that is a result of childhood, infancy conditioning, which is not really the highest vibration of this moon sign or any moon sign. So then we'll discuss about how you can decondition yourself from these ingrained habit patterns to reach a higher vibration of your moon sign. And then we'll discuss a little bit about what it's like to be in a relationship with the Virgo moon, before I end it off with talking a bit more about the potentials, the highest potentials of the Virgo moon. So when the Virgo moon was an infant, they kind of had most of their needs met. They were given things that they needed physically, but they might not have been given what they wanted. Getting a bottle when they were hungry, or being put to sleep when they needed to, this was given with consistency and even with perfection. But having toys to play with, or on the other hand, or being allowed to play with toys, was something that had to be earned, and it was kind of having to earn it through some kind of hard work. Fun might just not have felt so much like fun anymore. This is without taking into account aspects to the moon, but the Virgo moon indicates someone whose relationship with mom was kind of hard work. The way that your mom, or the mothering figure in your life, showed you that she loved you was through very practical means. She, gave you a shower, she maybe tidied up your room, she dropped you off at school. She might have given you gifts though, only when you have really earned it, because she kind of didn't want to spoil you. And you learned all of that from her. As a Virgo moon, you can be kind of more easily flexible and open to changing your habit patterns, because Virgo is a mutable sign. You can kind of be more open to learning about other people's lifestyles and daily routines, and seeing what you can take to what you can adopt so that you can have a healthier lifestyle and better mental happiness. The sign of Virgo rules habit itself, but it's more of our daily habits, the routines that we have every day. The moon rules our emotional habit patterns. This causes the Virgo moon person to associate these two things together. So you tend to take the activities that you partake in every day as a way of measuring your emotional happiness. If, let's say, you can't perform well in the gym today, you may think it's because of that conflict that you had with a coworker. If the dinner that you cooked tastes horrible today, you might have associated that with that fight that you had with your sister, and vice versa. If you're upset from an argument with a friend, you might find it harder to actually cook a delicious meal. The other option is that you might use your habits, or your errands, as a way of fixing your emotional problems. A breakup might result in you going to the gym twice a day and partaking in more activities than you usually do, and then offering to pick up your nephew from school every day. As a Virgo moon, you kind of channel your pain and disappointments into these activities, so at that particular moment you don't have to feel them until you start having nightmares or watching a romantic movie and then pouring your eyes out all over it. Because doing stuff doesn't necessarily mean confronting your true feelings about a situation. As a Virgo moon, when you were a child, remember, you were not allowed to really have, the toys that you needed in order to have your feelings nurtured. As an adult, you can feel like you're not allowed to allow yourself to let your emotions be tended to as well. But emotions are important. The way that you feel personally is important, and when you don't have that tended to, you can really end up burnt out, and in the worst case scenario, you can really have your nervous system damaged, your immune system damaged, leading to you being more susceptible to illnesses. And I don't have a Virgo moon, but I do have my 4th house in Virgo, which the moon kind of has the same vibration as the 4th house, being ruled by Cancer, right? So When I was younger, when I was really stressed and I didn't know how to cope with my emotions, and I was doing stuff to kind of deal with my stress, what I ended up having was having my hormonal changes so badly that I actually had thyroid issues, right? So I had to be on medication for a whole year. So that could really something that, be something that a Virgo moon needs to watch out for if they're not, tending to their emotions and their feelings. You see, self-love requires one to tend to all of one's needs. And the best way to really tend to emotional wounds is to talk about it, to let it out, to feel it in its entirety, and then let it go. Like to really use the body to release it from the nervous system. So if you have a Virgo moon or any moon sign that I talk about in this series, a bit of habit adjustment can go a long way to your happiness. If you're in a relationship with a Virgo moon, the most important thing you need to know is that even though these people are ruled by Mercury, because Virgo is ruled by Mercury, they can be fast thinkers and fast doers. They're still an earth sign as well. So Virgo moon people usually like to have things go slowly or slower than other moon signs in terms of their relationships, because they want to have everything perfect. They want to have their ducks in a row. They kind of want to make sure that they're financially stable. They have a stable job. They have a car, a house, and then they kind of be like, yeah, it's time I marry you. The second thing that you have to know is that Virgo, being ruled by Mercury, which rules the mind, and these people can kind of have a way of wanting to analyze their emotions. Why do I feel this way? They might Google search why they feel depressed. What leads to depression? What leads to loneliness? And how can I fix this feeling? Maybe I should eat something different for breakfast to fix my loneliness. When they do this, don't encourage them, but also don't stop them. But definitely don't, encourage them too much. Just let them do it. But make sure that you are the one that if they really do need to and they really trust you, that they can come to vent everything out, to cry in front of you. And you can be there to hold them. Because the Virgo moon is so concerned with analyzing emotions at the lowest energy vibration, you can kind of be a bit critical of people who have a lot of emotional displays. You may think that they're immature or childish and messy, and you kind of don't want to have anything to do with them. But that's your judgment. You see, the way that we see people is usually kind of a reflection, a projection of who we really are. Because it's okay to have messy emotions. It's what makes us human. So with a bit of habit adjustment that all the moon signs can do, the Virgo moon can really be at their highest energy vibration. You really know how to heal people through tangible means like acupuncture, massages, essential oils. You can be highly perceptive and intuitive in diagnosing other people's illnesses. It's like you just kind of know how the human body works. You are reliable and trustworthy and hardworking, and you can be very productive and get a million things done in a day. You need to be able to use these abilities for your wholesome growth and advantage, not for an on-the-spot cure for a problem, for feeling bad about something. You are a true healer. That's my take on the Virgo moon. If you have a Virgo moon, please leave a comment below. Let me know what your experiences have been having this moon sign, and have you deconditioned yet? And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to see more astrology content. And thank you so much for everyone who has subscribed to my channel and been coming along with me on these astrology journeys of self-growth. I'll see you very soon. Bye!